So here we've got a little clip. Let's get cracking into the battle. Taking off on the runway from the very start. It's a very good game. Just going left and right to make sure I'm behind my team so they can do their fighter dogfighting stuff and get the enemies nice and slow, ready for my missiles. So we're cruising in. At this point, from somewhere up here, it could even potentially be this plane here, I'm getting radar locks from a good distance. So yeah, I start pre-flaring here just to make sure nothing ends up coming my way, like an A6E or something like that. With its long distance radar missiles, they've been bothering me a lot lately. Let's get rid of this. Not important. Right, so yes, pre-flaring. This F4 here was what I believe was radar locking me. It turns out the way. I don't know why it shows its rear. I'm guessing it didn't see me. I launch it. It connects. That's the first kill of the game. This F5 here clearly wants to head on. In it comes. Go for a head on. Both of us miss. Now this A4E is turning into me here. However, I also see this one here. He's pre-flaring. Try and get lead. Not enough lead. He goes underneath it. Misses. Now this F4 has completely disregarded me. And I just need to enter a fight with this one. I roll up over his nose and he tries to get lead. He can't pull up high enough. Pre-flaring. I accidentally pulled the trigger there. Now he's coming down on top of me and I know he's going to catch up any moment now. And I'm currently running towards the airfield. Or towards this F5C. In the direction of the airfield. Shoots a missile. I start flaring it. So, missile misses. I'm hoping I'm requesting this guy in chat to come over and help me, but he's just not paying any attention. So I'm pre-flaring this guy's missiles, who's currently closing the distance. For some reason, despite knowing I've got flares, he decides to shoot another one. I just flare them. Now I know this guy's closing the distance, and in a straight line towards the airfield, this is not going to work. So I decide to try and go down into the gorge, knowing he's going to have to break off, or maybe he'll crash into the rocks. Either way, he's not going to be able to get lead on his guns to be able to hit me. So I go downwards. He's just following me. I'm just trying to evade him right now. He's catching up. Try and get close. He's got to pull up now, otherwise he's going to crash straight into the wall. He does. So do I. Now we're just rolling upwards. Tries to get lead. Again, undershoots it. Now, basically, there's no one else around. I just need to put this into a stall fight and hope that this is going to work. Luckily, the Su-25 has pretty good thrust at 100%. He's underneath me. I've got my full flaps out here, landing flaps. See if I can stall and get my guns down onto him. Just under lead. Unfortunate. But it doesn't matter anyways. Because he decides to pull away, which would have worked. But then decides to roll right back down into my guns. And I squeeze the trigger, blow off his wingtip, and he goes into a flat spin, which is just what we were hoping for. Just keep my eyes on him. Yes, he's definitely in a flat spin. Yeah, he's given up. So there he goes. And kablooey. Nice. Right. So now back onto the rest of the game. Right now it's not looking very favourable if you look over at that fireball. Because it looks like we've got maybe 4 or 5 enemies and only 3 friendlies over there. If you keep an eye on the kill feed down at the bottom, the team's actually working hard. So I'm just going to fast forward here, trying to get myself back into the battle. So now we've got this F1 and this A10 who have broken off from the rest of the group for some reason. I don't know why. But they're just heading left. I don't know if they're friends or meant to be covering each other at this point, but I know the F1 is what's going to pose the trouble if I try and go for that A10 right away. Trying to get lock. Only locks last second. Not good enough. No point in me trying to turn fight this guy here. I'm guessing the A10's going to come over and try and lock me up, but I'm wrong about that. The F1 just breaks away. Almost crashed into the rocks here. Now the A10 is not even coming closer. It's like it doesn't even know I'm here. Just going to ignore the F1, not launch my missile. He clears off. It's like he didn't even notice I was there. Stop my periodic countermeasures. Just closing in on the A10 now. I'm going to use this as cover because I'm not sure if his teammates have spotted me for him. Try and close in. Perhaps get him. But he has seen me. He's going to try and force a head on here. I spray it down. connect, I hit an engine, or maybe some sort of control, and he flies straight into the ground. So that's a 3k, gonna try and get the F1, but he just flew straight into the ground, I'm guessing there. And that's GG, that's the whole game over, and top of the scoreboard for that. Good play.